Alright, so I'm gonna give you a quick outline of my life. This video is going to be boring, and it's just gonna be me talking about my life. I'm just gonna ramble a little bit for a really short time, as quick as possible. This video is gonna be as short as possible, just a few random notes from the top of my head. No notes, but just a few random thoughts from the top of my head, just like the other videos. I just got done making 2 videos, 30 minutes each, a little bit over 30 minutes, so it's like over an hour talking about my life. And so I split it up into 2 parts. First video, it's called My Life in the 1900s. Second video, My Life in the 2000s. And I decided I'm going to make this video cover all of it, my entire life. Really briefly, I would like to go back and actually read notes and share my screen and, do a really good, dedicated study. Deep dive into my life. I'm doing this just for myself. I don't care if anybody else cares about it. Maybe some people do, but for the most part, it's like it's just something I want to do. So I'm just making this video for myself, and I don't care if people like it or not. I don't care. But for more information about my life, you can go watch those 2 videos that can break it down even more. But this video is going to be brief and is going to cover all of it really briefly. So this would be more of an introduction, but probably not my official introduction to my life. If I were to try to make some videos summarizing my life, this would probably not be it. But this is just more like a practice run for my own sake. I'm just doing this for myself. I decided I'm going to do this, so I just want to do this really quickly. A brief, unedited, rough draft outline of my life. And seriously, I can talk for 10 hours straight or longer. You know me. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to talk for like a few minutes. Just a few minutes, I hope. Just a few minutes, I swear. I swear. Boring video. This is a boring video. I'm not here to be like trying to make my life entertaining. If it is a little bit interesting, that's cool, that's nice, that's fine. But if you watch my videos, any of my videos, it doesn't matter. Any of my videos, even the videos that I try to make entertaining, if you find it to be not worthwhile, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything about my life that's interesting, applicable, educational, interesting, encouraging, what else? Entertaining, educational, and everything else. That's great. If not, then go F yourself. Anyways, here's my outline of my entire life so far as of 2022. That's this current year. As of my my 37th birthday, just turned 37 in February of 2022. So, starting up in the 1900s, born in 85 in Oregon, born in small little city, Forest Grove, homeschooled, involved in different clubs and stuff in the 1990s, mostly the 1990s, and involved in all those kinds of things like Bible clubs and youth groups and going to camps, summer camps, different kind of camps, and I enjoyed camps and Vacation Bible School, which I didn't mention in the other video. VBS, Vacation Bible School, and I was homeschooled, but interacted with the kids in the ghetto, the trailer park, and did all these exciting things over the years, on running around playing games and on bicycles, climbing trees, and playing games, tag and hide and seek and house and Don't Touch the Ground, there's lava on it. Land of the Universe thing. The bonus game is something I created. Played with my younger sister. Going to the coast every summer usually. Going hiking, camping sometimes, a few summers. Christmas, I love Christmas. just seeing people, all kinds of people, family and friends, on and off, and having different friends, and then they move away, and then you get new friends, and then you're having best friends, and maybe they're not, then maybe they don't think you're their best friend, but you think they're their best. They are your best friend, kind of thing, and having a best friend, and meeting Tiffany, and meeting Bill, meeting Bhakti and Jaya, and meeting all these different people off and on, and I'm missing Ryan, and different people in the 1900s and the 1990s, involved in the homeschooling club, and going on field trips with them, and different things, going to Seattle in '88, my mom getting hit by a car in '88, riding a horse for the first time in '88, and watching different movies, going to the cinema, seeing movies like Back to the Future, and Hook, and the Turtles, and the Power Rangers movies, and then making my own Power Rangers movie with my family and friends in '96, and homeschooled, but we socialized. People say you don't socialize if you're homeschooled, but I did, and I was interacting with people, and it was exciting, it was interesting, and involved with all those things, all those different groups in my life, different groups of people, and always involved in hanging out with different people. And even though I may have been shy, and then I started becoming less shy as I got older, and even in '96 I was less shy in a way, making videos, making a Power Ranger parody with my family and friends, and the other videos starting in '96, but then I was a little bit shy still in high school, but then I was coming out of my shell, like I was a turtle coming out of my shell, and a little bit, and especially my senior year in high school, coming out of my shell, and getting involved in drama club, and earth club, and all these different things, and in art classes, and marketing class, and all these different things in high school, and an adventure, and growing up in the ghetto, growing up in Oregon. It was exciting, it was interesting, it was hard, but it was mostly exciting, and being poor, and Salvation Army giving us food sometimes when we didn't have any food, and then the water breaking, and my dad would have to go under the trailer and fix the water break, and and the water heater breaking, there's all these different problems. I didn't mention this in that last video about the 1900s. There's a lot of details that you can just go over, if you think about it, like just a lot of problems, but a lot of good times, a lot of bad times, and growing up in the 1900s, and growing up in all these different adventures and video games, and Nintendo, Sega, and PlayStation, and all these cool things, all these interesting things in the 1900s and the 2000s, starting high school, public high school in the fall of 2000. Before that I was homeschool, and I like homeschool, but high school took it to the next level, meeting a lot of people, having nicknames, and playing basketball, and all these things, and all these different classes, and make it a pocket ball table for my senior project, and graduating, and then going to New York, and then I go to New York to go to Bible college, and doing all these things at the Word of Life Bible Institute. It's a Bible college, my first college, and it was fun, it was exciting, it was hard, and it was all these things, and meeting all these people, doing all these things, hanging out with people, doing all these different things, and ministries, and classes, and it was for 2 years, and I was a camp counselor for the summer camp, and for the snow camp, and all these adventures for 2 years. And then I went to West Virginia for my second college, Appalachia Bible College, and then that was interesting in a lot of ways, and a lot of adventures with especially Sawyer Fry, and I enjoyed a lot of people. I can mention a lot of names. I like to just say the names of people that I remember, because I care about them. I care about a lot of different people, and I think about people, and maybe I was a jerk sometimes and stuff, and I'm not gonna say that I wasn't. I had good intentions and stuff, and people like me, and people also don't like me. So it's a really mixed bag, and so I can understand when people like me or when people don't like me. I can understand all of it. I have to say that, and I have to be really clear. I just want to say that for the record, and so what's going on. So do that. Working at camps, working at Salvation Army camp in Crowley, in Oregon. That was good. Ended up living in Portland, Oregon. I was a dishwasher for the Kel's Irish restaurant for a little bit, a few months. After school assistant for a few months, around the same time. And that was in the fall of 2008 and into February 2009. Oh, I went to see Lincoln Hawk, made some videos with him around March 2009. So it was good living in Portland and having that first apartment, and had a bunch of adventures and a bunch of different things, and hanging out with Blake Webb. He was a youth pastor, and it was interesting. But then he died. I worked at another camp in California. Then I was making videos, and I was back in Forest Grove, and then I went to Vietnam, had a bunch of adventures. Then I came back. Now I'm here, working on things, and there's a lot of details, and I want to make a bunch of more videos where I cover each decade of my life, and then maybe more videos where I cover each year. But this kind of thing, these video series are intended to be just for biographical purposes, documentary like purposes for anybody who's curious. It's not necessarily going to be exciting. I sometimes try to make things exciting, or maybe not necessarily, but the story of my life can be exciting, but it depends on how you tell the story. Like there's a way to do it and a way not to do it, but this may not be one of the ways to do it. And so if I wanted to make a video that was more exciting, I would probably try to do it, but not right now. I would probably try to, make it more applicable or funnier or interesting or something. Make it so that people could relate to it, or make it so that people would want to know about my life and things like that. I would do that, and maybe I will. I want to do that. I want to be, entertaining. I want to, do a lot of different things. Sometimes, like, I'm just all over the place, and I do want to do that on top of everything else that I do, that I'm working on, all the projects and everything. But not right now. So in a way, this would be a video that should not be uploaded. But you know me, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm just gonna upload this video and totally incomplete video. I believe it's really, really incomplete, but it's a pretty decent rough outline of my entire life. But it's difficult. It's very difficult to give a summary of one's life. I even forgot to mention the different people that died, like Tiffany, in this video, but I mentioned it in the other videos. But nonetheless, it's like, how do you highlight one's own life or somebody's life? How do you do it? How do you do it correctly? I don't know. But it takes a lot of work, and does it matter is another question. Some people like, live in the present, live in the moment, don't dwell in the past, which is understandable if you do it too much. If you do it too extremely, there's things that you should not do. If you do something in the wrong way, that could be a problem. But there are benefits in trying to study the past and your own life and history and people and a bunch of different things. But it can be weaponized, it could be misused, it could be abused, and people kind of mess in that. And, they reference that. They say stuff about the problems, and they may or may not know about that. What I'm saying right now, they may not know that. And instead they may say something. They may say like, do not live in the past, which is true in some ways, to an extent, but the opposite of that extreme would be a person who doesn't know anything, can't remember anything from the past, because it's like everything's in the past. Like, this, the ability to talk, you have to have memories that come from the past, and it's like everything is the past in some ways. And so it's like that little idiom of "don't dwell in the past" is technically incorrect, but nonetheless I understand the intent that people have when they say that. So I'm always thinking about that, but a lot, because I understand people's concern, but there's also the other side of it, which would be not learning life lessons and never moving on. You can't move on if you don't know who you were, where you come from, kind of thing. And so it's applicable. It's totally applicable in so many ways, and you have to really find balance as much as possible in life. You gotta find balance and stuff, and you gotta really pick your battles, and you gotta do a lot of things, and it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Oatmeal is really good for you.